Welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name is Harita. Today I'm going to be sharing my 5 rules for life, aka my philosophy. The things that I stay grounded in and remind myself of often. So I know I'm young, but I think I've created a pretty sensible list of values that I will carry with me for the rest of my life. I'm open to these values changing, but for now, it's literally how I live every day. So it's doing something for me. I wanted to mention that this video is inspired heavily by Kelly Wakasa. He's one of my favorite YouTubers. I used to watch him back in 2020 when he was making videos about skateboarding. And I could not give an F about skateboarding, clearly. I don't look like a skateboarder, I don't act like one. I would love to learn, but it's not something that's a skill or a priority of mine. But I binged his entire channel in like 2 to 3 days. And I think what I liked about it so much was his attitude and his personality over the content that he was creating. And recently he made a video about his philosophy and the things that he values day to day. I realized at that moment that our philosophies align and our outlooks on life align. Now it makes sense why I watched all his videos. You can meet a complete stranger, but your outlooks on life can overlap, and that's what I think makes you vibe with certain people. I think that's how you make friends. I think meeting people is basically connecting with their philosophies, and when you guys overlap a lot or align on your philosophies a lot, that's how you meet your best friends. I'm also very busy today, so I'm going to be cleaning as I do this video, and that way it'll also be like a satisfying thing. The first, the dog. Okay, no, stay. The first one is don't ever label yourself. The first is don't ever label yourself. Personally, I never make declarative statements about what I cannot do. In my head, I'm basically like Kanye, like I believe in anything. I literally think I can do anything. As soon as you meet someone, they've categorized you. They've put you into a box. When you're alone, by yourself, none of those boxes apply. Like you can wake up tomorrow and decide, I'm gonna change my aesthetic, all my habits, my sleep schedule, my diet, complete 180 from who I was yesterday. You can do that, like nobody's stopping you. I think the more free-flowing you are with the stuff that you're bad at, the better. It leaves room for growth and change. Now, let's change this kitchen because it's a mess. Number 2 is embrace your weirdness. I love weird people. And to me, weird is a compliment, like being called strange, because it means you're so unapologetically yourself, no matter who you're talking to. Weird people are actually braver than me because they're not afraid of just being their weird selves to anybody around them. The things that make you strange or odd, a little bit out of the norm, are also the most memorable qualities about you. One thing you should know if you're afraid of being weird is that your weirdness suits you, if that makes sense. I've had someone tell me that my nose, like it is not a conventional nose. Like it's my dad's nose. But someone told me my nose suits me. And if I had a different shaped nose, it wouldn't suit me. Like it wouldn't look like me. Even if it makes you insecure or uncomfortable. Just know that it suits you and you should learn to embrace it and accept it. Alright, I gotta clean my room now. Okay guys, I thought this would take 10 minutes, but look at this. That's gonna take me 3 hours now. And I started, I can't stop now. Alright, so this concept failed because what the F is my room right now? But let's move on to the next rule of life. What happened? Always barking at me, serious. Alright, The next concept, value boredom. People look at me confused whenever I say this, like, oh, you should try to be bored. Because isn't the point of life to fill it up with fun, exciting stuff so that you never experience boredom? I think you get your best ideas when you're bored. If you're always occupying your mental mind space with something every hour of the day, then you have no way to sit with what you learned that day or people that you interacted with. You have no time to realize anything about yourself. Otherwise, it's just information coming in and then nothing happens to it. I have an example. So during the pandemic, I was locked in my house, as a lot of you were, and I had so much time that I learned what I valued in friendships, what I valued in role models, passions, my interests, my career plan. Like, I had time to lay all of that out. In my opinion, to be the person I am today, that time was crucial. It taught me that I value time alone, and I never knew that. And I only realized that, it only hit because I had time to myself to think about it. So, yeah, value boredom. Number 4 is don't keep knowledge or kindness to yourself. I just think those two things are meant to be shared. I have this belief that I share with a lot of my friends and family, which is like, if you can help someone, you should. If that means just a compliment or lending a hand with their groceries, you can make a difference to somebody's life. And it doesn't really cost you anything. That's why I really like this one. Guys, this is the worst day to make a video. Like, so much happening that's not supposed to happen. We'll take a break and I'll come back. As I was saying, way back when I used to work at a restaurant, I was the cashier person. So after people got their food, I would check them out. I have this thing with my voice, it's really annoying, but if I wake up and I don't talk for like the first 2 hours, I will lose my voice for the rest of the day. So it kind of made me realize I need to speak. As soon as I wake up, I need to like say stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my voice. And it'll become very hard to talk. Like, I have to use a lot of air. I don't know where this problem came from. I don't know anybody else who has this issue, but people would be like, are you okay? Like, why can't you speak? I don't know. One day I was working the morning shift. I was just doing my own thing for like 4 or 5 hours. And when people started coming in, I would be so embarrassed to speak to them. And this one girl like my age, she's like, wow, I love your voice. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I love how raspy it is. I was like, what? First of all, isn't that such an interesting compliment? I even told her, I was like, yeah, bro, I was feeling so insecure about it this whole morning because I feel like it's hard for me to get my words out today. She's like, no, yeah, I love it. I was like, wow. So that's what I mean. Like, you shouldn't keep compliments to yourself because you could really change somebody's opinion about something that they're feeling insecure about. I always try to say, oh, I love your hair, I love your jewelry. I think for girls it's a lot easier to make compliments like that, but for guys don't get any compliments. So if you're a guy, compliment your friends, please. And if you're a girl, compliment your guy friends, please. My very last rule of life that I have followed since, I think, high school. Learn from any kind of person. Even if they are that personality type that you just like, you hate to see them, you think they're annoying, they always make everything about them. Like, at the very least, you learn what not to do from them. You can learn from anybody. When you have this mindset, the world becomes filled with opportunities for you to learn and grow and change. Whenever I find myself about to judge somebody, like putting somebody in a box or a category, I always repeat that to myself, like, nobody's above or below you. I will end this video by saying that everybody has a philosophy. It's not something that you predetermine and then live your life based on that. It's more of like, how do you behave right now? I'm coming! I'm coming! And I think the next time, bro, what is my life right now? The house is a mess. My mind is a mess. Why am I even making this video? I don't know. I didn't eat anything all day besides this freaking smoothie. Look at my hair. Basically, what I'm trying to say, your philosophy is the way you live day to day, whether or not you realize it. I would encourage you, next time you're in a conversation with a friend, you should ask them, like, what's something you live by? And I really think that'll open your mind to figuring out more about yourself and figuring out more about people around you in your circle, and whether or not you really connect with their philosophies, their outlooks on life. Okay, wow, what a rough video. I'm gonna clean all this up and I'll see you next week. Bye. Thanks for watching.